nights. Success don't come overnight. No make them know a substance over hype. Do it for the love, me not do it for the life.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make shrimp rasta pasta. For this you'll need some garlic salt, seasoned salt, black pepper, parsley flakes, jerk seasoning. You could use the hot one, but I'm using the mild one today because my husband is not a fan of really spicy stuff. I'm also going to be using some half and half and some roasted garlic Alfredo sauce. You can use heavy cream if you'd like, but I'm just using the half and half because this is what I've always been using and it comes out perfect. I'm also going to be using the Mexican style 4-cheese blend. You could get any brand of cheese you'd like, but this is the one that I picked up. As long as it's 4 cheeses, then you're perfectly fine. Next up, we have some penne pasta. I'm not going to be using the whole box, but yeah, you definitely need penne pasta. I'm going to be using only 3 cups of the pasta, but you could get any brand of penne pasta you'd like, but I like this brand or I like the Barilla brand. The next thing you need is garlic. I'm using 4 cloves right now that I'm about to just start mincing up. You want to get it nice and fine. I'm also going to be using red, green, and yellow bell peppers. At this point, I'm just julienning the peppers. I'm going to show you guys how thin I cut my peppers, and then you guys will follow suit. Julienning is just basically just cutting the peppers into really thin strips. You just want to make sure that you get all the white parts out of the peppers, and then yeah, just follow suit and just cut them into thin strips.
And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away.
So once I'm all done with julienning the peppers, I'm just going to put them to the side and then move on to the next thing. Now moving on to one of my favorite parts of this rasta pasta, the shrimp. It's already been peeled, cleaned, and deveined, so now I'm about to start seasoning it. So first up, I'm using half tablespoon garlic salt. Then I'm following up with half tablespoon of seasoned salt. Then I'm adding a pinch of black pepper. Then I'm adding in half tablespoon parsley flakes. And last but not least, I'm adding in the 1 tablespoon of jerk seasoning. Now it's time for me to combine all these flavors and just mix everything all together to season the shrimp. So once all the herbs and spices have been combined, this is what the shrimp is looking like. I would so much prefer to use the hot jerk seasoning for this, but like I said, my husband do not like spice. Now it's time to cook the penne pasta. As I said before, I'm only going to be using 3 cups. I have 4 cups of water boiling and I added 1 tablespoon of salt. So now I'm just going to go ahead and pour the penne pasta in. Then you just want to mix everything all around just to prevent it from sticking to the bottom of the pot, and then I'm going to cover it and allow it to boil. So in the meantime, while the pasta is cooking, I'm going to add some olive oil to the frying pan and allow it to get hot to get started on the shrimp, the peppers, and stuff like that. So the oil has been heating for about 5 minutes now, and it's time for me to add the shrimp in. I'm not going to cook the shrimp too much. I'm literally going to just be cooking it for like 10 minutes. So yeah, exactly what I'm doing right now. I just add in all the shrimp in, and then I'm going to like kind of separate it for it to get done on each side. So now I'm just gonna allow it to cook for 5 minutes on this side, and then I'm gonna turn it over to the other side. So it's been 5 minutes since it's been cooking, and then at this point I'm just going to turn each shrimp over to the other side and then repeat the same process of allowing it to cook for 5 minutes.
I've waited so long. I love you so.
So the shrimp is just about finished. I'm about to turn the stove off and then transfer it over to a bowl. So after I clean the frying pan, I'm just adding 1 tablespoon of olive oil because I'm about to start frying the peppers and the garlic and then proceed to making the pasta sauce. Once the frying pan is hot enough, it's time for me to add the yellow peppers in, the green peppers, and the red peppers. And then I'm going to follow up and then just add my minced garlic. I like my peppers to still maintain a level of crunchiness, so I'm just going to saute everything all together for about 5 to 7 minutes. So at this point, the penne pasta is finished cooking, and I just basically drained off all the water to get it nice and dry, and then I'm just going to put it to the side. Moving on back to the peppers and the garlic, I'm just mixing everything all together one more time, and then I'm just going to allow it to saute for an additional 2 minutes. So my peppers have been sauteed nice and crunchy, so now I'm gonna get started on the sauce. I'm using 1.5 cup of half and half. I'm just pouring in the 1 cup and then I'm following up with a half cup. The next thing I add is my roasted garlic Alfredo sauce, and then I just add in the Mexican style 4-cheese blend. Then I just combine everything all together by mixing it just to get it nice and creamy. So this is how my sauce is looking at the moment. I'm going to allow it to thicken up a bit, so I'm going to leave it cooking for about 3 to 5 minutes. So the next thing that I'm going to do is just add my penne pasta all over the sauce before proceeding to mixing everything all together.
Well, it takes my breath away.
So I'm just gonna keep mixing everything all together until everything is nice and sauced up.
Sauced up, ayy.
Next, I'm gonna add the shrimp on top, and then I'm gonna proceed to mixing everything all together. Now I'm just giving the pasta a little added flavor by adding some garlic salt, some seasoned salt, and a little pinch of black pepper. One of the key components of my style of cooking is combining flavors, so as always, I'm always mixing everything together once I add something else to the pot. So for the final few steps, I'm just adding a pinch of parsley flakes over the pasta. Then I'm gonna follow up with 1 teaspoon of jerk seasoning. Then, as always, I'm gonna follow up with mixing all the flavors together. So turning the stove down to the lowest setting, the lowest heat, I'm just gonna allow this to cook for 5 minutes, and then I could go ahead and turn the stove off. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know that everyone cooks differently, everyone makes their Rasta pasta differently, but thank you guys so much for your support, for watching this video. If you try this recipe, comment down below and let me know how you like it. If you make yours differently, comment below and let me know how you make yours. We could always learn a thing or two from each other.